Hey guys, Elizabeth here. I hope you're doing well and having a great day so far. So I just wanted to come on and share some tips for if you're feeling like you're in a rut, if you feel like you're having low energy, or if you just aren't feeling fully like yourself. So number one, are you exercising? This may seem like a basic one, but it makes a huge, huge difference. It releases dopamine and endorphins and literally changes the chemicals in your brain. And it's actually been put up to the test against leading antidepressants to be exactly the same in terms of effect of an antidepressant, exercise. So if you are not exercising, you're missing out on those benefits, the mental and emotional benefits, but also the physical ones. It makes a huge, huge difference to your body and your bone density and how you physically feel if you are taking care of your body. So if you're feeling a little off, ask yourself if you have exercised lately. And if you haven't, consider changing those things. Number two, if you're feeling a little bit off, it's also helpful to make sure you're eating well. Are you eating fruits and vegetables? Are you having whole grains and nuts and seeds and lots of leafy greens and good quality plant proteins? So if you are not and you're eating a lot of processed foods and Cheez-Its and those types of things, then you're probably not going to be feeling as good. I know when I used to eat a ton of processed foods, I had lots of ups and downs and sugar crashes and did not feel my best. And it wasn't just because I was tired or I didn't get enough sleep. It was actually because of the food. And so I know when I'm having smoothies and fruit and veggies and whole grains and oatmeal, I have more stable energy. I feel so much better. And it really makes a difference. So it doesn't mean you can't have treats or you have to eat perfect or be so pure, but food is medicine. And so look at the food as well. Number three, how are your relationships? So how are you feeling about yourself? Are you being negative and listening to the annoying thoughts in your head? Are you being rude to yourself? Are you feeling down about yourself or something in your life? Take a look at that. It can make a big difference in how you feel if you're being mean to yourself or if you're listening to these thoughts that are just thoughts. It's not you. So don't let them win. Also, with your other relationships. So how's your relationship with your kids if you have them? How's your relationship with your spouse or your partner? How is your relationship with your friends? Do you have people that you can go to if you're having a bad day? Dan Buettner, who works for National Geographic and he studied the blue zones. I can talk definitely more about that, but he studied the blue zones of happiness and why these people lived to 100 and they were actually just happy people and they had really good relationships. And so look at that. Look at the relationship that you have with yourself right now, but also with others. I know it makes a huge difference when I have my husband in my life and when I'm feeling good about myself and friends and people to talk to and getting to watch my son. It's just such a gift and a blessing and I feel way better. Next, what about your spiritual life? So regardless of your spiritual beliefs, spirituality can make a huge difference in your life and in the happiness and the wellness of people. It puts your attention and your focus in a better and higher place. Instead of in the world or whatever problems you have, you either submit your problems and you release them up to God and to Jesus and you surrender and let Him take charge. But it's also knowing, hey, I'm here to serve and God put us here to love other people. And it's a mindset shift and it helps you to start reframing things and seeing your role and your purpose in life. And it helps you with your purpose and with your peace. So I highly recommend checking out your spiritual life. What about your financial life? So this is one reason I'm going to be talking about this a lot on the channel and why I'm so passionate about it. And I don't think it should be this crazy weird thing, or you shouldn't feel bad if you want to have a lot of money, right? It can be a tool for good. The more people who are good intentioned people and who want to serve and help the world that have money, the better. You can put money and pour money into people, into projects that are serving the world. So it's a good thing. And it helps you not be as stressed. If you are in major debt right now, you're probably feeling stressed, even if you're not. I know I'm not in a bunch of debt or anything, and I feel sometimes like, ooh, we got to get more money, or ooh, that's kind of expensive. And it can be a source of strain and mental tension. So definitely check out your finances and see how you're doing there. What about your physical health? So we talked about exercise, but how is your physical health right now? Do you have pain? Do you have debilitating pain? Do you have pain every day? Is there something that maybe you should go see a physical therapist or a doctor about, or just any professional about, that would help you eliminate issues in your life? Take a look at that, because if you're living with daily pain, or if you aren't feeling your best physically, or maybe you're a little bit overweight, or you just don't feel good in your skin, then it's going to take away from how you feel. Now, there's so many more aspects. We can talk more about the dimensions of health and the holistic aspects of being a person. But at the end of the day, you have to look at these things if you're not feeling your best. So I challenge you, if you are having a hard time, if you're feeling a little bit off, take a look at these aspects of health. It is the dimensions of health. There's a wellness wheel, and we have to look at our financial health, our spiritual health, our relational health, with ourselves and with others. Do we have close friends that we can call if we're in trouble? Do we have people that can support us and that we support as well? How is your spiritual life? How is your occupation? How is your job? That can make a big difference for how people feel. How is your sleep? How is your physical health? How is your mental health? How are all these aspects of health? And if one is off, that's okay, but that might be affecting you, and that might be part of it. Of course, take a look and see if it's a medical reason that you're feeling off. You should always go maybe get a blood test, talk to your primary care physician, and go see if you need extra support, or if there is something wrong, like you don't have enough B12 or D3 or something bigger. But always go back to these things, because sometimes you might feel like something's off or wrong, or something's totally out of place, but really it's like, well, we don't have any money right now, or we're in a lot of debt. So of course you're going to be feeling a higher level of stress. Or maybe you haven't worked out in a really long time, or even just a few days, and you're used to working out, and your body's kind of like, hey, I need to work out. Or you haven't had time to yourself, and you've just been bombarded with everybody else's things that they need to do. So take a look at these areas of your health if you are feeling like you're having a hard time or you're in a rough spot. Don't forget to look at all of these things and see if maybe one or two are off before you freak out and do something else. So I hope that was helpful for you. Let me know, is there an area of the dimensions of health that you want to learn more about, or that you need more support in? Do you have any extra tips for anyone else? Please leave them in the comments below, and feel free to like and follow for more. I'll see you in the next video. You got this. I believe in you, and I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.